Marvel finally revealed it. They officially revealed the popcorn bucket that will send Deadpool and Wolverine to the billion-dollar wonderland, and that's this absolute demonic piece of plastic of Wolverine with his mouth insanely wide open. And Ryan Reynolds also showed off a little video basically showing off how this piece of advanced machinery works. But in other words, you understand why this popcorn bucket is a thing. It's meant to start up a conversation, and it's meant to drum up some excitement for the movie by creating something that looks incredibly crude. Now, in terms of how I like the look, I'll be completely real. It looks kind of underwhelming. I mean, I thought that this bucket would be a little bit more creative and more metaphorical because, look, the thing that the bucket is obviously going to be compared to is the Dune bucket. And the reason why this bucket is so incredibly good is because the inappropriate side of the bucket is not distractingly in your face. Like, regardless of whether or not the design for this bucket was intentional, the joke does not seem forced. And someone who doesn't have a dirty mind, they would just see this as a creative popcorn bucket. Whereas with the Wolverine bucket, the joke is obviously really forced. And it's also kind of boring because in the end, it's just a mouth wide open. Like, they didn't incorporate the claws in any way. Whereas with the Dune one, you had the worm in the teeth and stuff. But you know, at the end of the day, when you think about it, this is something Deadpool would do. He is not someone who wants to hide behind metaphors and stuff. But I do wish this was a little bit more creative and not so plain. But overall, if you were to compare the Dune popcorn bucket with the Deadpool one, I'm going to give the win to the Dune one, mainly because it was the first that started this soon-to-be trend of raunchy movie products. But at the same time, the theme behind this bucket goes hand in hand with what the movie is showing off. Like, we understand the significance of the sandworm, but why is Wolverine opening his mouth wide open? Like, what does that mean in terms of what's gonna happen in the movie? But you know, in the end, I don't care. This isn't the end of the world. Like, this is cinema history in the making. I'm gonna buy 50 of these things and use them for 50 different reasons in 50 different places.